Today we're going to talk about the weather. We're going to talk about some weather that we see in the fall. All right, so what Miss Andrea did today is she brought some instruments from her house. I brought my drum, which is actually called a djembe. Can you say djembe? I want to show you what it looks like. Looks like this. And the sound actually comes out of the bottom like this. Here, I'll play it so you can really hear the sound. Okay, that's my djembe. And I brought it because it reminds me of the sound of thunder. And then I brought my special rain stick. Rain sticks are usually made with cactus and seeds or pebbles. And they sound like the rain. So we have some thunder and we have some rain. Right? So I wonder who cares about the weather. We're going to learn about that today at Circle Time. All right, let's start our day with our good morning song, and then we'll have some fun with our drums and our rain sticks. Make sure that you have a box or a container that you can drum on today with Miss Andrea, and you will be making a rain stick using a paper towel roll. So those are the two things that you'll need today for our class. Okay, so let's start with the good morning song and then we'll move on from there. Here we go.
Playing from PALS iPod.
Drumming different parts of our body. Okay? Can you drum on your shoulders? Can you drum on your legs? Can you drum on your feet? And can you drum on your head? Not too hard. All right, before we play with our instruments, I'd like to read you a story called Who Cares About the Weather? I wonder who cares about the weather. Do you care about the weather? I do, yeah. Weather is important. All right. Our really special old book. We've had this for so long. I just love this book. So farmers, remember we were learning about farmers and their crops? Okay, farmers do care about the weather, yes. They care if it's too hot or too cold. They care if it rains, right? Because what do plants need to grow? What do they need? They need sun and they need rain, right? So the farmer cares about the weather. He wants to make sure that his crops get what they need. Do you think that airplane pilots care about the weather? Oh, yes, they do. They need to know if they're going to be flying through lots of clouds or rain, or if there's going to be thunder or lightning while they're flying. They need to know that, right? Because it will determine how they fly that plane. Do you think sailors care about the weather? They do. What does a sailboat need to be able to move through the water? It needs wind. Sailors love windy days. Do you think that athletes care about the weather? Okay, people that do sports, especially sports outside. Yes, they need to know if they're going to be running in the rain or in the snow, right? Or playing ball in the rain or the snow. They need to know that. It will help them determine how they dress and what kind of shoes they wear and how careful they are. Here's some kids playing soccer. I know some of you like to play soccer. It's hard to play soccer if it's raining outside because the ground gets really muddy. So it's nice to know if it's going to be a good day or a rainy day for soccer. Do travelers care? People that are in cars or trains or buses, do they care about the weather? Oh, yes, they do. You have to go a lot slower if it's snowing or raining outside, or if it's foggy. You have to be careful when you're driving through all of that. Do workers care about the weather? Oh my goodness, yes. Should they be on a roof if it's snowing or if it's raining? No, they're not going to get on top of a roof if it's snowing or raining. All right, and they're not going to be chopping down trees in the rain. So they have to know what the weather is going to be like before they go and fix things. Workers do care about the weather. How about you and I? Do we care about the weather? Yes, we do. We do the weather every day at PALS, don't we? Lightning can be frightening, but rainbows are a beautiful sight. Rainbows come after the rain. Thunder and lightning come during the rain, and rainbows come after. Hot days are for swimming, and freezing days are for ice skating. Too much rain can flood the roads, and then it's really hard to drive down the roads. And too little rain will dry out the soil, and it makes it hard for things to grow. Everybody cares about the weather, okay? In the winter, in the spring, in the summer, and in the fall, everybody cares about the weather. And here it is. This is where we are right now. We're in the fall. Okay, so let's go ahead and take out whatever you're using as a drum. A box makes a good drum, or a container makes a good drum, or the bottom of a bowl. If you have a bowl, you can use that, right? And you can drum with your hands, or you can drum with spoons. Wooden spoons are the best for drumming. So go ahead and take out the drum that you have for today, and I'm going to take out the drum that I brought from my house. Okay. All right. And what I would like to do is I would like to do a copy song where I drum something and then you copy me. Okay. So Miss Andrea will do a drum beat, and then I want you to do it after me. Okay. So if Miss Andrea goes like this and does a drum beat with both hands, and then I point to you and you do it with both hands. Okay, here we go. Now you do it. Good. All right, let's do another one. Now I'm going to do 2 drum beats. I'm going to go with this hand and then this hand. So I'll go first and then you go after me. Okay, now you do it. 1, 2. Okay, now let's do 3. I'll go first and then you copy me. 1, 2, 3. Now you go. Good. Now I'm going to do 4. 1, 2, 3, 4. Now you try. 1, 2, And now I'm going to do 5. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Now you go. Okay, now let's do it together. We're going to start with 1 and we're going to go all the way to 5. On your mark, get set, go. 1, 1, 2, 1, 2, 3, 1, 2, 3, 4, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Good, let's do that one more time. On your mark, get set, go. 1, 1, 2, 1, 2, 3, 1, 2, 3, 4, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. That was great. It reminds me of thunder. I feel like the weather is changing right here with you and me. Okay, now we're going to try a very, very soft beat. Okay, so take your hands and just make a very soft beat, one that I can barely hear. Something I can barely hear. Okay, now can you make a loud beat? Something that everybody can hear. Go! Wow, that was loud. All right, now we're going to do a slow beat. Okay, very, very slowly. Feel like a turtle, just going along slowly. Okay, now we're gonna do a very fast beat. Are you ready? Show me a fast beat. Go! Wow, that was so fast. Okay, so we just did all of our thunder, right? That's all of our thunder. Okay, now our rain. Okay, so you're gonna go ahead and take this really nice toilet paper roll. Okay, you're gonna make this into a rain stick today. So it's gonna be like this when you're done making it. And there's a video on Seesaw that will show you how to make it. But I thought for right now I can just show you how to move it. Okay, so you're gonna hold it like this, and I'll make the sound with my real rain stick. Okay, here we go. Tilt it. 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 And tilt it. And there's your rain. You've got your thunder and your rain. So to be able to make one of these, you're going to need this bag of goodies today. Okay. This is the paper that you'll be using to cover your tube with, so it doesn't have to be brown. You can actually cover it and make it look really pretty. So you're going to cover it with the blue paper. All right, so you'll actually have a blue rain stick, and then you're going to tape the ends, and you're going to fill them up with something that makes a lot of noise. Remember Miss Andrea said that my rain stick has seeds and pebbles in it? Okay. We gave you some seeds, and we gave you some corn and some other things to put inside your rain stick so that it will make noise. So that's what you'll put into your rain stick. And this tin foil is actually going to be folded up. I'll do it on my lap and then I'll show you. It's going to be folded like this. And you're going to wrap it like this to make it almost like a slinky. And it's going to go into your rain stick like this. That's how it's going to go in there. And then the seeds are going to fall all around that slinky and make a really cool sound as they're falling. Okay? So when it's all taped up and it's done, it's actually going to make noise just like Miss Andrea's does. So you'll have your own rain stick and you've got your drum and you can create some beautiful weather sounds. You know, we've had a little bit of rain in November, and that's great. The rain is so good for our earth. And the weather does start to change as we go into fall and then winter. Okay. So that's what you're going to be doing for homework. Let me just take a little peek here. And you're also going to be doing some rain worksheets where you get to trace lines. Okay, just like the rain coming out of the sky, you're going to be tracing some lines. Seniors, you're going to be tracing some raindrops. That's a little bit harder because you're my seniors. All right, and you're going to make some weather. Speaking of weather, we need to put our hands together with Mr. and Mrs. Weather, and then we'll go see what's happening outside of our house, okay? So hands together with Mr. and Mrs. Weather. 1, 2, 3. Mr. and Mrs. Weather, Mr. and Mrs. Weather, what is the weather today? Is it sunny? Is it cloudy? Is it rainy? Or is it windy? What is the weather today? Go take a look outside and come right back. I'll wait for you. Are you coming back? All right. So I'm going to get my drum out, and you can get your drum out too. All right. If you saw sun outside today, go ahead and give your drum 3 beats. That'll be for our sun. Okay. All right. If you looked outside and you saw clouds in the sky, can you give your drum 5 beats? If you looked outside and you saw rain, oh my goodness, if you saw rain, we better get our rain stick out. Any rain out there today? Doesn't that sound so cool? All right. And if you looked outside and you saw the wind blowing the trees and the grass and the bushes, go ahead and give your drum 4 beats. Fun, fun. And our numbers for today are pretty big. They're pretty big numbers. This is a number 11. Can you say 11? And this is a number 12. Okay. And I think today I'm going to move my chair over so that you can see on our calendar. We're going to put our 11 right here and our 12 right here. Do you think that we could count to 12 today? Let's count to 12. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12. With each passing day, we get closer and closer to Thanksgiving. We're counting our way through the fall. All right, so I hope you have fun making your rain stick today, and I hope you have fun drumming some neat beats on your drum. Have mommy or daddy play some music for you that you can do drum beats to. It's a lot of fun to be able to do that, okay? And let's see. And have fun with your sensory play that Miss Jenna put in your bag. She put some fun sensory play for all of you, okay? So I thought for our PALS Hooray, I'm just gonna drum out until we meet again, and then we'll do our big PALS Hooray, okay? And my drum, it actually has higher sounds and lower sounds, so we'll do both, okay? Until enjoy the weather and enjoy making your rain sticks. I'll see you again soon, my friends.